We've met before, haven't we?
I don't think so.
At your house, don't you remember?
No, I don't.
As a matter of fact, I'm there right now.
Lost Highway is a 1997 neo-noir film directed by American surrealist artist David Lynch. Lynch's seventh feature film explores themes found throughout his filmography, such as violence and sexual transgression, the hierarchies of evil and duplicity, and surreal and nightmare-like aesthetics. Lost Highway stands out within Lynch's work in its unique noir and horror characteristics, as well as his introduction to exploring misogyny systemically in the entertainment industry and the individual, a topic discussed more head-on in his next feature, Mulholland Drive. Lynch and the artistic team behind Lost Highway established its cult status atmosphere through a variety of cinematic techniques, but one that uniquely stands out is Lynch and director of photography Peter Deming's use of color and lighting throughout the film. Lost Highway utilizes several different lighting and color techniques to establish its main themes, as well as being used as a vehicle to symbolize the psychological climate of its figures.
Fred? Fred, where are you?
Lost Highway is a dark film, both in its depiction of violence and evil, as well as the dynamically lit shots found throughout its duration. Lynch makes use of the chiaroscuro technique, with Lynch and Deming enriching the shots with narrative and emotional weight through sharp contrasts between light and shadow. The technique primarily found its footing domestically through early 20th century noir films, a genre Lynch interpolates in this film under the neo-noir subgenre, and whose visual trademarks are not a stranger to Lynch's other works. Chiaroscuro can be seen in effect frequently throughout the opening scenes in Fred and Renee's home. The place that Fred comes home to from the jazz club is shrouded in darkness, while still having a subtle attention and focus on Fred. The almost void-like hallways surround the initial mystery of the film, as well as intensifying the drama and horror of what may hide in the shadows. Another element of film chiaroscuro is subtle gradations of light and color to add realism and depth. Lynch's trademark use of inky visuals and minimal lighting stimulates a moody atmosphere in shots of places like Fred's house and the desert. The added realism to a black darkness adds more emotional weight to the scene, and it's arguably one of the main reasons Lost Highway feels so scary, and tends to its genres so well atmospherically. Another technique used throughout the film is color symbolism, found in certain scenes and even creating the identity of several characters. Lynch calls upon a societal construct seen throughout centuries of literary and artistic history to now enhance the cinematic picture. Throughout the duration of Fred Madison's screen time, his face is shrouded in shades of red. This is used primarily to illustrate the psychological state Fred is constantly in, while also foreshadowing the murder of his wife. The color red has a Western association of love and passion, but also carnage and evil. This dichotomy adds layers to Fred's mental state, although it's evident that in the end the latter overpowers the former. The effect of showing the character of Fred, in addition to other male figures in the film like Eddie and Andy, as evil monsters via light, additionally contributes to the theme of hierarchical relationships and the harmful strangle misogyny can possess in society. The other character given attention through color and light is Alice Wakefield. The film associates Alice with the color white, which in Western culture symbolizes purity, creation, and goodness. While Alice's lifestyle doesn't always align with that notion, through the perspective of Pete Dayton, Alice symbolizes a force of enigmatic perfection and purity in his life. Another visual representation of Alice can be seen in a later love scene in the desert. The scene is primarily lit through the bright headlights of a convertible. Lynch consciously breaks rules of overexposure and front lighting to compose a surreal and ethereal-looking shot, where Alice's actress Patricia Arquette's skin appears to be even glowing. This reinforces the dreamlike nature of Alice's character, and shows Lynch's specific light and color scale for each character and their psychological meaning. Additionally, Lynch makes use of his many lighting motifs in this film, particularly his famous lightning strobe scenes. This effect can be seen clearly throughout his other projects, but is only found a few times in Lost Highway. The main instance of it comes when Fred goes to the Lost Highway Hotel, when he kills Dick Laurent. The windows and lighting spaces flash and strobe blue and white, signifying some inclement weather. Not only is it not raining, it's used to symbolize Fred's mental and emotional state. Thunder and lightning have a narrative effect of terror and distress, and by placing this effect in some way in the scene, it can be used to signify Fred's unhinged attitude at the moment. The addition of lightning with no bad weather also creates a surreal display, establishing a bizarre and ominous atmosphere. Lynch and Deming's lighting choices vividly display the tension and horror found throughout Lost Highway, and even the smallest of effects can paint a character's mental anguish and morals.
And your name. What the fuck is your name?
Funny how secrets travel on. I start to believe if I were to bleed.
Throughout Lost Highway's runtime, David Lynch employs several different lighting and color techniques to establish its main themes, as well as being used as a symbol for the psychological climate of the picture. Lynch is a master of mood and emotion in his work, and the psychogenic fugue that Lynch explores in Lost Highway could not be as vividly approached as it was without the film's attention to color and light. Thank you guys for watching.